everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have the final entry in my original Xbox collection update series. In this series I've been looking at all the games in my original Xbox collection, going in alphabetical order. This here is the last part featuring games that begin with the letter T all the way through X. And I have a decent set of games here altogether. It was 8 parts with about 15 games per video, so you can figure out the math to see how many games I have in total, but here is the final part. So the first game here is a game that was originally supposed to be on the Dreamcast, but it was pushed to the original Xbox. It's ToeJam and Earl 3 Mission to Earth. It's just an action platformer. Pretty interesting. I can't say much else about it. I did like the power-ups in this game as opposed to the previous ones, and it just looks, of course, much better than the previous 2 games in the series, but still over the years it really hasn't aged that well. But I did want to get this, especially considering that it was supposed to be on the Dreamcast and now it's only on the original Xbox. Even just Sega games on the original Xbox, I do want to collect those. Next game here is Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. I have not played this one here, so can't say anything about it. Next up are 3 games all in the same series, I suppose you can say. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, Tony Hawk's Project 8, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. And I believe it was either Pro Skater 3 or 4 that I played the most of. I think that's the Tony Hawk game that I did play the absolute most of. Now moving on to the next few games here, these are all sort of action platformers. First one here is Torque Prehistoric Punk, and that one was an original Xbox exclusive. Next 2 though were multiplats. This one here is Ty the Tasmanian Tiger and Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 3. Do not have 2, really want to get the second one, but I think I'm going to be looking for the second one on the original Xbox as well, because it is a lot less common to find E-rated games on the original Xbox. Moving on, these next 3 games I have not played at all. There's Unreal Championship, Unreal 2 The Awakening, and Urban Chaos Riot Response. Just gonna skip over those. This one's just like a generic shooter, and as for the Unreal games, haven't really played those. Moving on, there's more action platformers here. There is Vex. Again, this one here is a multi-platform game, but I did want to grab the original Xbox version of it. And another game here that is an original Xbox exclusive that I did have some fun playing when I was about 12, 13 years old, if I remember correctly. Yeah, about 13 years old. Voodoo Vince. This one here, I 100% enjoyed it. I really liked the look of the game as well. I think that's the most memorable thing to me, was the way that the game looked. Next game here, just 2 more to go in this final part to my Xbox collection series. This game, I have not played it, but it seems like it's some kind of a game show setup with mini games. It's called Whacked. That's it right there, and I believe it's a pretty graphic game. You can see on the cover, this girl is already scantily clad, and then on the inside, on the manual, there's even less covered up. But yeah, I have not gotten around to playing that one yet. And the last game I want to show you guys, it's a fighting game. I believe this one is the one that did feature actual X-Men characters. I Should say first that it's X-Men Next Dimension. There are other X-Men games that came out during the 6th gen that did have sort of original characters included in the game as well. But these ones here are all actual X-Men characters, if I remember correctly. And there are fully 3D levels that you can fight through, fight against your opponents in. So I suppose more akin to Soul Calibur in this case here. But that's the final game in my original Xbox collection. Hopefully you enjoy this collection series. If there are any other collections that you want to see updated anytime soon, please just let me know in the comment section below. And as always, anything at all that you want to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, just leave it in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below, and also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out as well if you'd like, and that's it. See ya.